Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into some pretty serious networking hardware. We're looking at the EnGenius EOC65 wireless outdoor network bridge. Our goal here is to really understand its technical chops and also check out the whole buying setup from the retailer HDTV Supply.
Yeah, this is definitely pro-level stuff. The EOC65, it's designed for one main thing, getting high-speed internet where, running fiber just isn't practical. And the big number everyone talks about is that throughput up to 2,500 megabits per second. That's seriously fast.
Okay, so its main job is creating these dedicated wireless links, point-to-point or PTP, which I guess you could think of as like a wireless fiber optic cable between two buildings.
Pretty much, yeah. Or point-to-multipoint, PTMP. So one main spot talking to several others.
And it uses Wi-Fi 6, 802.11x for that.
Exactly. And using Wi-Fi 6 is important here. Even though it's a dedicated link, Wi-Fi 6 is just much better at handling interference and making sure that connection stays strong and fast, especially if the airways nearby are crowded.
Makes sense. But putting tech like this outdoors, well, it brings up durability, right? How does it hold up against, rain and dust and all that?
Right. So it's got an IP67 rating. That basically means it's sealed up tight against dust and can even handle being submerged in water for a bit. But durability also means reliable connections. Power and data run over one cable, which is standard, but they give you two port options.
Okay.
You get a normal Gigabit PoE plus port, plus a 2.5 gig Ethernet port using their own PoE standard. And that 2.5 gig port is crucial. I mean, if the device can handle speeds up to 2,500 milligives, you need a port that can actually push that data onto your network without being a bottleneck.
Right. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So beyond speed and toughness, what about the smarts? I saw a mention of built-in GPS and something called dying gasp detection.
Yeah, those are interesting. The GPS isn't for, finding your way. It's for managing the network.
How so?
Well, if you're deploying a lot of these, the GPS gives you exact coordinates for each one. Super helpful for mapping everything out, planning links, troubleshooting signal paths.
Okay. And the dying gasp. Sounds dramatic.
Yeah, a little. But it's incredibly useful if the power gets cut unexpectedly, say, storm damage or whatever the unit uses its last bit of juice, to send out a final alert message. Knowing instantly that power loss is the issue and exactly when it happened, that saves hours, maybe days of diagnostics out in the field.
This definitely sounds like gear for major projects, maybe government or big enterprise setups, which probably relates to the hardware specs. Qualcomm chip. TAA compliant. What does that TAA part mean?
TAA is the Trade Agreements Act. It essentially certifies that the product is made either in the U.S. or in certain allied countries. For government agencies, military installations, that kind of buyer, TAA compliance is often mandatory. So yeah, it signals who this is really built for.
Gotcha. So you're not picking this up at your local electronics superstore. Which brings us to the seller, HDTV Supply. Their tagline is 24-year global home for audio and video products.
It's exactly. And you look at their site, their other products, modular matrix switchers, AV over IP stuff.
Yeah.
It's all pretty specialized. They're not a general retailer. They seem geared toward supporting complex AV and networking gear like this EOC65, which, by the way, they list as in stock for $12,299.
And the buying details seem straightforward. Free shipping in the U.S., and it comes with the official EnGenius warranty.
Yep. But there's a specific perk for, let's say, business buyers. They offer a 5% discount if you pay by check or wire transfer.
Oh, interesting. On a $1,300 item, that's not insignificant.
Especially for bulk purchases.
Right. It rewards that kind of B2B transaction method.
And beyond just selling it, they seem to offer support resources too, like a knowledge base, even podcasts, and demos like this WolfPut Ultra real-time demo.
Yeah, and that's maybe the key part for this level of equipment. It's not always plug and play. Having access to detailed guides, maybe even podcasts discussing configurations or seeing a live demo, that kind of deep support can be just as important as the hardware itself. So wrapping this up, what we have is a really high-performance, tough, specialized outdoor bridge, TAA compliant, built for serious links. And it's sold through a specialized vendor, HDTV Supply, who seems to offer equally specialized support beyond just the sale.
Exactly.
Which leads to a final thought for you, the listener. When you're dealing with equipment, technical IP67 ratings, GPS integration, specific PoE needs, how much weight do you put on those extra resources? Things like a dedicated knowledge base, vendor-specific podcasts, or live demos. How much does that influence your choice compared to just, grabbing similar hardware from a massive online retailer with maybe just basic phone support? Something to consider.